Choo-choo. I don't know if I responded to you on that side then. Absolutely, Crimson. I mean, it wouldn't be Yukari without her running people over. And also, reply to me in DMs, bozo. Haven't messaged me back if you want to hang out tonight. I didn't also expect a cutscene. The soul and ability to create infinite universes. I heard it from Smart Wicked Ice Fairy, aka that smart Cherno that we saw at the very beginning of the game that Reimu walked away from. Alright, so we have ghost fairies, interestingly, and we have a very interesting map to take a look at here. We have a destroyable stalwart stone when it comes to it. We have a few springs. Speed spring, rain spring, we have an alchemy spring. And these fairies are going to be running through these mine traps. So as you can see here, they will all converge at the very end, going through these kinds of terrains where we won't be able to necessarily hit them. And that will buffer their time for what they can do. Now, how are we going to combat that? Well, there's a few easy ideas that come to my mind. That is a bad spot for a Yuka, I will go ahead and say that. But a very good spot for a Yamame. So I can just put it down on the ground right there to just be generating me power points. And then, you know what it is, baby. What if I just put a Kaguya at the very end? And just had her summoning Benuis all the way at the end? It's absolutely doable. Is it really necessary? I don't necessarily think so. I think a Chen might be better, honestly. Marissa could be really nice, especially since it's on straightaways too, so we can work around with that, because I'm always thinking about that free level 5 spell tower when it comes to it. Of course, I'd also love to always have a Yuka beginning, but I need to actually have something to work off of. So, Marissa or Ran for Chen, and, you know, for that power. Of course, we always have Marissa as our biggest bailout. So hilariously, of course I'm gonna invest everything into this Marissa. All my money, I have 40 power. Ghost fairies. Common phantoms found in the tunnels to the depth of the former hell. It's not as active as normal fairies, but way more dangerous. So, nothing too much, just one life, but detonating after death. So you can't rely on summons as much when it comes to it then. Or rather, if you're trying to rely on like Alice, for instance, they will destroy you quickly. Now what else destroys them quickly? A Marissa will. Because I can just kind of stand here in these open lines, and then they will just slowly die. Oh my god. Now of course, this map is going to have a lot more going on to it that comes to, so I'm actually going to have to be a bit more on my toes. But we'll get to that in time. For now, I'm just going to be destroying these fairies slowly but surely. I think I will go ahead call the wave early, but I do, in this case now, want to just get a Ran just for the future. And I want to get a Yukari, just that way I will have a Danmaku tower too. So especially in that speed shrine, she will be attacking so fast that it's going to be so funny. But yeah, I'm gonna have to just start attacking these boys just a little bit here when it comes to it. Do you think it's probably a good idea to have this Yukari get upgraded in due time? And then am I weakening anything? No, I am not right now. Good. Now you've seen, some ghost fairies are already just gonna come from the side of the mine already on its own. That's of course gonna be a problem. Am I gonna deal with that? I can put a Kaguya at the end and have her just start summoning Benuis on the way over. Smile. That's absolutely one way, of course. This game does a good job of encouraging diversity. You know, a lot of other games encourage spamming like one main with like maybe 2 tower supports, I say, as I'm only just doing Marissa strats. But there's a lot of diversity, and even without Marissa, there's many ways you can go on without crouching. Now, they talked about spiders, of course. We have cave spiders. Spider monsters from the underworld. They live together in dark and humid caves and attack whatever wanders into their territory. One magic defense, they are fast and they do poison damage. So this is absolutely non-summon friendly when it comes to it. These Benuis that I'm putting here are just really here to stall, but I'm gonna have a lot more power to deal with things. And quite frankly, with that magic damage, or with 1 point into magic resist, I'm going to need this Yukari to be a lot more ferocious on this end. Give me 1 second here. University helps you stabilize early game, and yeah, that's because, but at the same time too, it still is forcing me to have to be active on the map when it comes to it at the end of the day, and it's not the biggest get out of jail free card in the world here. I need this Yukari to be doing so much more. Am I leaking anything? No, I am not right now. There is a lot of spiders that are going to come on by, though. So if I can position Marissa to be shooting upwards like this, would be great. But otherwise, I'm absolutely going to need her to just be shooting up and away. But it's great that these rabbits can actually run through the mines too, hilariously as well. So they will be able to help out on a holistic side. But otherwise, then, I'm going to need to actually be doing a lot more of the work myself, and that's a horrible tornado. I thought I was still playing... Oh, it's his face. I thought I was still playing, Yomu for a second there. A giant spider monster, the Brood Spider. It lives in the hottest zone of former hell. This brutal environment results in its ferocity and fertility, giant poison damage, and it lays spider eggs. Which, of course, are going to be a problem in time. Because if I don't deal with them, then those spider eggs are just going to hatch, and then we've got a lot more spiders on our hands we're gonna have to deal with one way or another. So absolutely, I just need to be firing away, seeing what I can do. I think I will actually upgrade this Yamame real quick. I'm just gonna let this Marissa free fire for a few seconds or so. Because you're seeing here, these spider eggs, if you don't deal with them, they will just hatch into big spiders on their own, into more spiders on their own. And that, of course, is no good for what we call in the industry, quite frankly, y'all. That's a good stipend right there, because I want this Yuka economy to start going up, quite frankly. It's going to be vital to my success. So for now, shred these bozo fairies. Not a problem. Get myself a little bit of that power, and then I am rushing back down to water Yuka. That is such a perfect Marissa spot, actually. I can just chill around a little bit. Parse! Hashihime, a type of underground yokai that is full of jealousy. She is the guardian of the bridge between the surface and the underworld, and would approach humans and incite their hatred, leading them to destruction. Yep, jealous girl herself. She is here. She's Reigns, so she will, of course, be problems for any other summons. But we are totally fine. And just kind of chill, and yeah, this Pierce is perfect. But we're gonna have some flying units, which could be a problem, so I'm going to have to do a little bit more, and also these Ghost Fairies spawning down below are also gonna be a holistic problem. So I absolutely do want to get a little bit more support that comes to it over here. Because this is just one Kaguya that I have at the end just to kind of be spawning a rabbit every now and then for some support, but it's not going to be the most consistent thing. So I'm going to have to deal with these fairies, for instance. That and Chisumes. Underground yokais live on hanging buckets. They love tight space and often fall on whoever passes below them. These are aerial units, and they turn into ground units after being damaged. So yes, this is a hybrid character that I'm going to have to deal with. And I'm going to need actual air support, meaning that Marissa can't hit them. So I'm relying entirely on Yukari to knock them down first before we do anything more. That, and I need to deal with some of these fairies down here real quick. Right now, I'm still in a very shaky early game of I'm just funneling everything that I can into my Yuka so I can try to get my economy game going. Because I'm relying on this economy to help me carry through. It's not like the Cruzmates or the Parse is a problem, like Parse just kind of liminally exists, but I absolutely need to get this money train going, so I have a way to snowball my victory, as it will be. So slow this down a bit. Let's cleave as many spiders as possible. Any enemies down here? Nope. You could just well, there's a fairy or two, but nothing that we won't be able to handle. Let's toss a few plates. I can't hit anything with that. That's not necessarily a problem then. These little fairies that are kind of getting through, a rabbit or two can deal with them, but otherwise, like Yuka is holistically hitting them, so very, very happy in that side. In that case then, what are we gonna do? We're gonna plant another Yuka, ladies and gentlemen. So we love Yuka in this house. We absolutely do. Because these fairies are getting taken care of by this one Yuka. Just about. I'll save my money. I want to upgrade the Yuka. And then we're just gonna keep running back and forth, because Marissa cleaving, ladies and gentlemen. Marissa cleaving. I love this stupid character so much. Like, even with, and like, enemies of matches are a problem, but you also just get moments like this where you can just stand in one spot and not give a care in the world. Oh, look at this Yuka economy. It's so good, dude. These Yukas have paid off so well. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. I will actually have to go down and pay a bit of attention when it comes to it, though. So let's poison the poisoners back, get a Yamame, and then I will absolutely need a Yukari down here for Danmaku damage in this case then. Because Yuka can only do so much. I'm actually going to have to deal with these spiders to a decent degree at the end of the day here still. I picked up Yukari. Oopsie. I meant to pick up my, Marissa. Any wickets down here? We are actually totally fine on wickets. So instead, focus attention back on the spiders and just stand in a straight line. Hey y'all. Very cute, don't you think? Alright, I do think it actually could be time to upgrade this Kaguya to get a little bit more Lunar Rabbits when it comes to it then. And then I can't collect these power points as they're dying so quickly. No! I will upgrade this bat line here when it comes to it for now. Spider wings. Newly hatched Hellfire spiders are very fast and they hunt any living creatures on form or hell instinctually, dragging them to the depths of death. So that's if these eggs are allowed to hatch, which can be a problem, but it's not like it's stopping me right now when it comes to it. You've seen here, we are dealing with them pretty well. The pest infestation is not really much of a problem. So I can upgrade our corners when it comes to it then. Quite frankly, I could even just get it like another Yuka, if I'm gonna be honest with you. There's not necessarily a good spot for a Yuka though. I could get a Kaguya for this lane though, to summon Benui, so I have a little bit more insurance though. Then otherwise it might be good to just upgrade and get a Yukari or two. Actually, a little bit further on, methinks. Let's keep that moving around. Let's keep getting rid of all these spider lanes if I can help it then. Because the Yuka Sunflowers are actually able to help me deal with things on the air side, hilariously enough. That way it's not just gonna be my Kageyas as my last line of defense when it comes to it then. Because instead it's just how fast do these Yukaris want to shoot. It's that, and how much Yuka value am I getting? Because, oh man, just hearing the constant sunflowers popping is music to my ears, ladies and gentlemen. That, and War Accurate Yukari, trains on the train tracks, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a good spot for a Yuka to get all the sunflowers, though. So instead, I think I'll just get another Yukari going up in that case. Well, cave spiders from this direction. That could be a problem. Absolutely could be a problem. Right there. Now it's that, or I can also just get a Yukari or two on these corners then. So even if cave spiders are coming in early, I will have moon bunnies to stall them, and then I will have also just enough damage overall otherwise. Because if it's just 1 or 2 spiders, I can even just put out the fire myself, and then it's legitimately not a big deal. The cave spiders, a few brood spiders. Okay, not the worst ever. I do think I want to upgrade my Yukari in this end though, so that'll be 3 trains that we have coming over. That'll be a good shred that I'll have going on then. And then if it comes to be, I can put a Cherno on this corner as well, just as a last case insurance, slow them down. But otherwise, we seem pretty well, and the fact that we have so many trains just mopping on through means that I don't even have to have Marissa babying us. If it comes to it then, I can just kind of chill. Just upgrade this Yukari, get our Cherno for last defense when it comes to it, and then yeah. Look at all that power I'm generating. Just 3 money sources overall is kind of ridiculous, I'm not gonna lie. That, the Kaguya's for just kind of like that little bit of extra defense and summons on the side is really hilarious. Don't get poisoned by the cave spiders. I mean, I can't be hit, thank goodness, whenever it comes to it instead. It's just any other summons, but when has that ever been a problem? When has that ever been a problem, ladies and gentlemen? In fact, upgrade the Kaguyas a bit more, because we can. Yeah, look at all these spiders and broodlings that are not going to move a single inch. So as soon as those eggs are laying, they are... Okay, that's actually a lot of them. Let's kill them with fire. Kill them with fire, Cruzy. I'm losing frames. Kill them with fire, slow them down with Cherno, just for insurance. Yeah, that's a lot more than my pay grade's actually worth here, so let's be smart for half a second. The Yukari trains are actually taking care of them. Okay, we should actually be fine then. Yeah, the Yukaris are actually doing so much disruption with just them summoning so many trains, because it's knocking them back, it's doing a lot of work, and then them teleporting the spiders back means that they're actually not even reaching that far. Oh, oh, baby girl. That's really good. Yuko time! Ooh, baby girl. Another, like, the amount of towers in this game are really fun when it comes to it. Yuko! An elegant ghost that can summon phantom butterflies around it. It will leech the life out of anything they touch. At level 1, these butterflies will orbit, kind of like Kaguya if I remember when it comes to it. Level 3, summon shockwaves. Level 5, unfold the fan, causing enemies to detonate on their path. She is very interesting, because she pairs pretty well with Seiya. Because Yuto wants to detonate a bunch of enemies when they die, whereas Seiya, she wants to infect enemies and turn them into zombies on her own kind of summoning path when it comes to it. I still need to actually show off Seiya when it comes to it, so I should probably go back to a previous mission, quite frankly, and try her out just to show it off. GaleForce necessarily wouldn't be the worst, so I could easily do that as elite mode, but first and foremost, let us see what I can upgrade. For 3 points, I'd love to decrease the cost of the towers themselves, quite frankly. So let's, well, I can spend right now, so I can always refund. So let's change our loadout just a bit, just to show things off. So let us, I will go ahead and move Ran out of the rotation just for the moment, just so I can show off Seiya, I think. That or, nah, Kaguya is too valuable. So let's move Ran out just to showcase her. And then instead of Chino, let's have Yuko, just so I can show it off. I want to do Dark Forest because I'm scared of Dark Forest. So instead, let's do my favorite map of Starwood Fortress then. So I can't destroy that keystone. I can destroy this one. We've got a million bats. Yuko is spell and ground when it comes to it. Well, first and foremost, when it comes to it then, let's just showcase Yuko if I just put her down. Yeah. Spirit butterflies that she summons around, kind of like a Kaguya. And if I upgrade her out, butterflies keep orbiting more, and then at most, you can see, these phantom butterflies can then overall become huge AoE fonts of damage overall at the end of the day. Which is wonderful. That, and I'm also just going to summon a Kaguya too, as our insurance policy, as always. Because these are a lot of flying enemies, meaning that a Marissa strat would be absolutely grief if I tried to do that here. But a Yuko is going to be wonderful with these butterfly fonts and all. I'm just kind of speeding things around because I want this Yuko be doing some work. Yeah, she's going to be really good for just dealing with big swaths of enemies, of course. And then I just need this Kaguya to be doing some work otherwise then. Now, am I super indexed into just the one Yuko? Yes, but I'm kind of just showing her off in this case here. Now, granted, she is slower than Kaguya, as you are kind of seeing with how her attack pattern is, but she can absolutely crowd control bigger waves of enemies if it comes to it then. Seeing this one butterfly, look at how much damage I got to do from all of that all together on its own. That's kind of ridiculous. Now it's that, and what a summon Seija to show. So she summons what Yoshi does. So it's less summons, it's 2 versus 3 for Alice's dolls when it comes to it then. But by killing enemies with these Yoshikas, she will infect them. Another one of these Yoshikas deal damage, and you can see, guess what? That's another mini Yoshika that will be on the field temporarily, and she will basically, yeah, raise zombies, raise the army of the dead, and allow you to turn the enemy's forces into your own in that same essence. Wonderfully so. So she's really good at helping out on those big hordes as well then, whereas Alice is a lot more stable damage if you want to quantify her that way. Yoshika can help you deal with big crowds of small enemies. So if it's a bunch of wolves or so, she can just summon everything on her way, help you deal with those big problems, and just get that problem out of your way then. For now though, I do think I want another Kaguya because I am scared about all this anti-air pressure, and then this Utsuho is going to help us out so much on this end. Because all of these bats flying in with all of that physical fonts, I'm going to need these girls helping out here on this end. But yeah, all of these sats could be a problem, but one, I have a bunny army, and two, I have this Yoshika to really help me out on this end. Should they roam a bit, or they die too quickly? They will. They only have such a range around Yoshika, so she's meant to absolutely be a good stall pressure when it comes to it then, as opposed to killing overall. But like you can see here, like these Yoshi sats against another, I can absolutely deal with in this case then. That, or I could also even have like a Yoshika right here to help out in this end. Okay, these sats aren't going to die, so I'm going to need to burn that a little bit here. This Romelia is very scary, I am not going to lie, too. So I need this Utsu to do a lot of pressure, and then I'm going to need this Yuko to deal a good amount of AoE damage with her pulse. I think everything is really just going to fall on this Touhou, being able to do as much AoE damage. And then you're seeing just look at all these little Yoshikas alongside my rabbit army, just being able to stall and just destroy. I do think another Yamame up here would be very valuable, just to be debuffing them all the way right when it comes to it. And look at that butterfly just flying out, hitting all of these Kowakumas. Oh, this Yuyuko is so beautiful. That is such a beautiful Yuyuko. I will have another. So also actually have upgraded this Utsuho to be max level then, but it's not the worst deal in the world. For now, what I need to do is get rid of these Kowakumas, so that way they can turn into bats for my Kaguya's to help to deal with. And then I will have to burn over here, because we don't have a solid damage profile yet. And by yet, I mean I need to get a Yuyuko to actually help out with these boys here. That, and I need this Remelia to die. Really badly. Like really badly. So let's get another Yukari, because I can't have them getting too close to the end, lest the bats can just kind of fly by us and just destroy us all then. So I need her to just die against my Yukaris, and then we should be able to take care of it. Okay, very good then. Let's get a Yukari as high as we can when it comes to it, and then I just need you to just be shooting the one Remelia here in this case then. Because we have enough anti-air pressure, I just need single target damage in this case then, with these Remelias. Now, even if the Remelia is kind of destroying these rabbits one by one or so, we have enough summons that she can just kind of get stalled if she's the only threat on the field, and then she just drowns out. Thank goodness. Not bad at all. Good showcase of the two of them then, when it comes to it. I'm absolutely gonna have to play around with who I think is most valuable in that case. We'll have to see. Road to Hell. The former Hell was a dangerous place with lots of lava pools in it. Despite that, many yokais lived there. There were many strange souls floating around, and many of them assumed to be from the outside. The source must be close.